All right, guys. What is good? What is good, man? Are we back, baby? Are we back, dog? Back like we never left. Are we good? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Can y'all see? Let me know in the chat. Drop a 1. Sound check. Sound check, baby. And real quick, I'm not going anywhere. I just got to do one thing real quick. Okay. All right, bunch of ones in the chat, man. Let's go. Awesome. That's what I like to see, man. We didn't have Wednesday, we didn't have Friday, we didn't have yesterday, dude. We had never taken a day off. We just had 3. We just had 3. But I just ran the speed test, bro. 940 download, 940 upload. That's cake. You gotta love it. So, at least that's one good thing to happen in the last couple of weeks. Minus the check they wrote me for the car. Thank you. But, golly, man. I don't even know how to put it. Emotionally drained is a good word, or is a good phrase. But man, oh man, that's why we're going over the Inner Citadel. Now, to be fair, I did not finish the presentation because I was trying to hurry up and get internet, get all my thoughts together, but it's pretty much mostly done. And that'll probably be the focus for today because I done missed everything this morning. So you gotta like missing trades, right? You gotta miss, or you gotta like missing trades. But welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys had a good break. What's good? Zay, Iberneth, welcome back. Willow, Maximiliano, Shay, Zakjo, Naruto, Monkey, Nicole, Marshall, Willow, Shay, Maximiliano, Sean, Iberneth, Vadu, Nikki, Capitalist. Miss you guys as well. Miss everyone. So, man, I got up early too. I'm fucking tired, dude. Like, I'm tired, bro. Physically and emotionally today, I'm tired. Not that I'm trying to complain, but I'm just saying, I'm just giving you the gist of it, which I'm also going to make a point in this presentation as well. Okay, so you guys know that it says the Inner Citadel. I have a PowerPoint for you. I haven't done a PowerPoint in a really long time. And that is because PowerPoint was not working for a very long time. But now it works. Can you guys see that? You should be able to. But let me take off. Let me just take off a couple things real quick. You don't need everything here. That looks a little bit, I think that looks a little bit better. Can you guys see the PowerPoint? The Inner Citadel. The Inner Citadel. What do you think that means? If somebody says that, or if you were to see that, what do you think that means to you? The Inner Citadel, my friends. What is it? Willow says the inner temple, your inner conscious. I can never spell that word. One of them I could never really figure it out. Good to see you too, 2020. Welcome back. The deepest part of your soul. Yeah. What else? Who else has an answer for what is the Inner Citadel besides Willow? I mean, there's a picture right there. There's a picture on your screen. What I'm also going to do too is I'm going to move this up as well, just in case we're able to clip some of these for later for some YouTube shorts. Your inner temple / fortress, something to be fortified and protected. Yep. Our foundation, our subconscious programming. Ooh, that is not something that I thought of, but subconscious programming is a very solid topic. I like it. Self-talk, that's definitely part of it. Self-respect, our self-worth. I would consider that definitely part of it. Your inner protected space, very good definition. Deepest part of us, which we shield from the outside. I like it. Fortress. Yeah, welcome back, C-Traits. We're back, baby. The internet, matter of fact, the internet guy is still here. he's downstairs, you know, dealing with stuff. But he's like, oh, you're connected. I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta go stream. So here we go. Transitions, baby, and special effects. So the Inner Citadel is actually the title of a book by Pierre Hadot. He was a French professor. I forgot what, somewhere at the France College, or College de France, whatever. But he passed away already, and he wrote a few different books, and I'm not gonna lie to you, they're kind of expensive, but they're really good. So the Inner Citadel, the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius by Pierre Hadot, translated by Michael Chase. This book, and that's what I have right here for you. I don't know if you can see that. The Inner Citadel. Okay, so you can see that right here. You can see that on your screen. That's why I titled the stream how I did, and this YouTube video the way that I did. This is who it was inspired by. Okay, and I'll put the link down in the description for the YouTube video. All right, so let me give you a couple definitions. What is a citadel? Oh, and this is not bright, but oh well. I'd rather have you watch the screen than to watch me. But so citadel, what is that? It is a fortress that commands a city. So what do you think an inner citadel is? Let me tell you what fortitude means. Fortitude, according to, I think, dictionary.com, says strength of mind that enables a person to encounter danger or bear pain or adversity with courage. Okay, so if you want to break this down further, I really suggest you do that. And there was a call that Willow and I did. Willow, I was gonna tell you this at another time, but since we're here, unfortunately that call has been lost. I don't know how. I think I deleted it on accident, so I definitely apologize. We're gonna have to redo that call. But during that call, we had a wonderful conversation. We had like 2 different conversations. It was magnificent, and I'm sorry they're gone. So, but during that conversation, what I did, and I did this with Taylor as well, is when we look at, let's say, a definition of a word, or even like a Bible verse, for example, there's going to be words in that verse or in this definition that you can break down even further. So what I mean is, you go, okay, adversity and then courage. So like what I would do is say, hey, look, if you really want to understand what this is, you need to know what courage is as well. So you would kind of go, okay, highlight courage and then have the definition under that. And then everything sort of blends in together so you understand the full definition of fortitude. But the short version is strength of mind that enables a person to encounter danger or bear pain or adversity with courage. I think there's one more word. Ethics, right? Ethics, by definition, is a set of moral principles, a theory or system of moral values. Now, this isn't the definition, but to give you some history here, it's derived from the Greek word ethos, which means way of living. Ethics is a branch of philosophy that is concerned with human conduct, more specifically, the behavior of individuals in society. You guys with me so far? Citadel, fortitude, and ethics. So it's this idea that your mind, right? That's your inner citadel. There was a quote from Epictetus. He basically said, look, you can break my leg, but you can never break my mind. You can chain my body, but you will never chain my mind. My mind will always be free. Right? Now, this is the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, but he quotes Epictetus quite a lot, but I am going to show you quite a few excerpts from Meditations. Okay? So the first one, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So we're not going to spend all day on each one of these, but I at least want to give you somewhat of a breakdown on it. That first part, you have power over your mind, not outside events. So what is he referring to here? You guys have been learning about Stoic philosophy for at least a year now, for a lot of you. You know, you've been hopefully reading Meditations, hopefully reading discourses from Epictetus, maybe Letters from a Stoic by Seneca. What do you think Marcus is referring to here? You have power over your mind, not outside events. So what's he referring to? We talk about this all the time. Bulla says you can only control yourself and how you respond, and to allow anything outside of that to knock you off your game is foolish. Nikki says you can control your thoughts, your breath, your actions. We got some Wim Hof. I don't know if you're a fan of Wim Hof or not, but you reminded me of that. The external is outside of our control. We can only control our responses and actions and thoughts. Eli says you only control your emotions and thoughts. He had the Iceman. Okay, so what Marcus is referring to here is the dichotomy of control from Epictetus. That's the one who's often credited with the DOC, the dichotomy of control, right? Epictetus was the one, again, often credited with saying that our chief task in life is to divide everything in two categories. Everything we do control, everything we don't control. So we focus on what we can and try to be indifferent to what we can't. So he's referring to outside events which are not in Marcus's control. But he's saying, look, you do have power over your mind. So when you realize this, and that is where you will find strength. Does that make sense? Drop a 2 if you're with me so far. Drop a 2 if you're with me so far. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So it's not a bad quote coming from someone at the time who was the most powerful person. Not bad, right? Because for most people, they can't handle power correctly. But Marcus was trying to handle himself, right? That's what makes him so great too. Welcome back, Kesha. Missed all you guys as well. All right, so the next one. Things have no hold on the soul. They have no access to it, cannot move or direct it. It is moved and directed by itself alone. It takes the things before it and interprets them as it sees fit. So, again, if you've studied Epictetus, if you've studied Marcus Aurelius, you can definitely tell that Marcus learned from Epictetus. Because that's one of the things that Epictetus talks about. It's not things that upset us, it's our judgments about things. Right? That's my phone. That's my lock screen. Lord, everybody's calling me. I got all these, right? I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's Epictetus right there. The camera won't zoom in on it, but it's not things that upset us. It's our judgments about things. So you can see Marcus reflecting that just in a sort of a different way, right? So, and again, like I mentioned earlier, how Epictetus said, you could break my legs, but you can never break my mind. And that's kind of what Marcus is playing off of here, right? Nobody has access to your soul. Nobody has access to the way that you think, right? So you're building your inner citadel by understanding, look, you control this, right? And they cannot get to it unless you let them. Okay? It is moved and directed by itself alone. You have power over your mind, not outside events, right? And then it judges what's around, and it interprets them as it sees fit. Okay, so that's important there too. As it sees fit. So if you look at something positively, that's how it sees fit. If you look at that same situation in a negative light, that's how it sees fit, right? But you are the master of your judgments. Value judgments, we call them, right? Nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so. I think that was Epictetus. But yeah, we all determine if something is good or bad or indifferent. It's up to us. Yeah, we're back, Alex. See, we're back. All right, number 3, or quote 3. I don't know. I think we have like 7 or 8. But I do have a few points I want to make too. I just didn't put them in there. But I'll tell them to you. All right, so for those of you that like visuals, you like to envision something, envision this. To be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over, it stands unmoved and the raging of the sea falls still around it. That's not a bad visual if you think about it. I mean, you've all seen like a movie or probably been to the beach or something, right? I don't know why this movie comes to mind. Shutter Island, right? I don't know if you guys have seen Shutter Island. It is a good movie. What's his Leonardo DiCaprio? Great movie. And I just remember there was a lot of scenes in there where there was a bunch of rocks and the waves were crashing around them. But anyway, that's what he's saying. He's saying, did we go backwards? To be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over, it stands unmoved and the raging of the sea falls still around it. So again, if you like visuals, this is what he's reminding himself to be like. Not to be bothered by everything else around it. Not to be unfazed, just to be unmoved by anything that's going on. So it's something to strive for. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. And this is kind of what I ran into recently. Which if we have time, I'll go off. But I really want to get through the lesson before we do that, if we're going to do that. So, one of the shortest ones that he has, the best revenge is to not be like that. The best revenge is to not be like your enemy. You ever heard somebody say, oh, this person, they're hating on you, but don't steep down to their level? This is what that kind of reminds me of. And so Marcus was saying, look, in another part of Meditations, he says, When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself the people that you deal with today will be ungrateful and meddling and arrogant and all these things, right? We know how people are because we're probably that way too sometimes, right? Dealing with other people. And so he's telling himself, look, they are going to be like that. You let them be arrogant and surely and be bozos, right? And be irrational. But the best revenge is to not be like that. To not be those things and to remain intact, to remain ethical, and to hold still in your values, right? The best revenge is to not be like that. Here's a pretty good one. We could probably break this down pretty far. Someone despises me, that's their problem. Mine, not to do or say anything despicable. Someone hates me, that's their problem. Mine, to be patient and cheerful with everyone, including them. Including them. Zay says, I remember Bob Proctor, Bobby P, saying something similar. When people annoy or anger you, send them love, because if you stop or if you stoop to their low, you'll be vibrating lower. Well, yeah, it's kind of a long-winded way and sort of a new era way of saying, don't be like that. You know, love your neighbor, as Jesus would say. So, very similar. And yeah, Willow, it's funny I made that point like right after you put that in the chat. So think about that. If we come back to the dichotomy of control for a second. Look what he's saying. Someone despises me, but that's their problem, right? That's, if they have a problem, that's not in Marcus's control. He's saying that's on you. So what is his focus? His focus is to not do or say anything despicable. Anything despicable. Doing or saying, which means, you know, unlike me when I rant on Instagram sometimes, but I usually don't call out people's names or company names and stuff like that. That's really more so for legal protection, but I try to be somewhat respectful if I'm gonna talk mad shit. So, but anyway, he's saying that's their problem. What I have to focus on is not doing or saying anything despicable. They hate me. Again, that's on them. But my job is to be patient and to be cheerful, especially with those people who despise me. But that's hard. It is hard to be patient. I've been working on patience for 30 years, my friends. Willow says, it's the hardest thing to do, but I'm really working on approaching things I disagree with more love and grace and not hate and aggression. Yeah. I think sometimes for me, the best thing to do is just walk away. Which is pretty much what I did the other day. And I don't think you guys even know this, but I probably do need to tell you. And I'll get to that at the end, I guess. So check this out. This is a really good one too. Just that you do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter. Cold or warm, tired or well rested, despised or honored, dying or busy with other assignments. We can break this one down too. Nikki says, when you learn to be silent in moments that used to set you off, that is true growth. Yeah, that was me. I was on a phone call the other day. And again, we'll get more into that later. But yeah, I was on that phone call and then they said some very strange things. Totally out of character. Tone was way different. And the things they were saying were just, it didn't make any sense. They were going against everything that we were, had put in place. So it was very weird and very strange. And I was so thrown aback that I just didn't even say anything. And there was like a long, awkward pause of silence. Because what do you do? I mean, in a situation where somebody says something totally off the wall and you don't even know what to say, so you just don't say anything. I don't know. I'm pretty good at doing that. But anyway, let's break this down. Just that you do the right thing, the rest doesn't matter. So I think what he means here by saying the rest doesn't matter is the justifications for like why we wouldn't want to do the right thing. So he lists a few things out and he's reminding himself, look, it could be cold outside, it could be warm outside, doesn't matter. You could be tired. I'm tired right now. Okay, I am. Sometimes I'm well rested. I wake up, slam an energy drink, and I'm good to go. That's not today. All right, so whatever the weather, doesn't matter. If you're tired, doesn't matter. If you're well rested, it's probably better, but again, doesn't matter. Whether you're despised or honored. Now, obviously, given Marcus's position as emperor, ruled the Roman army, had a lot of, peers and stuff in the Senate, so he was basically a celebrity, right? So he's saying, in that position, people are going to despise him. Rome was at war for a long time. They went through famine and diseases and people died. And it was probably a shit show in 165 AD, right? It was horrible. So yeah, people probably blamed Marcus for things that probably weren't even his fault as emperor. And I'm sure some people honored him as well. Doesn't matter. He's saying it doesn't matter whether people like you or whether they honor you. You just got to do the right thing. He's like, even if you're dying, even if you're on your deathbed, Marcus, you still got to do the right thing. So think about that. How many times have you tried to justify doing the wrong thing because of the weather, or because you were tired, or because people that maybe you were supposed to go meet didn't like you, so you're like, nah, I'm not gonna go meet them or whatever. So think about that. Basically, it doesn't matter about anything. Nothing matters because you can still choose to do the right thing no matter what your excuse is. That's, I believe, what he's saying. I think there's one or two more. This might be the last one, actually. This is one of my favorites, too. This is another short one from Marcus. Stop talking about what a good man is like and just be one. It's funny. There's another translation. I chuckled the first time I read it. It was, no more roundabout discussion about what a good man should be. Just be one. Can't make compromises on morals and values. Yes, my friend, that is the point. We're going to pin that. No more roundabout discussion about what a good man is like or a good woman is like. You could write person if you want. I know we got some ladies in here. All right, stop talking about what the good person is like. Just be one. The Romans, they all wrote as men, for men basically, but this is all for everybody, okay? So philosophy and stoic philosophy is not just for men. So I want to make sure that the ladies get something here, okay? But Marcus was a guy. He was writing to himself, so everything is probably, leaders were men back then, for the most part, stuff like that. So the writing was kind of surrounded like that, okay? So ladies, I don't want to, I want to make sure that you're included here, okay? Always pursue what is meaningful. You know what else he's saying here? He's saying actions, Marcus, not words. That's why he's saying just be one. He's saying, in a different way, lead by example. Marcus, you're the emperor. You lead. You set the example. Don't, stop debating and stop discussing and telling everybody what the good person is. Just be one. Allow them to watch what you do, not what you say. So Marcus was about that life, bro. He was about it. They used to call them pen and ink philosophers. Basically, philosophers who wrote a bunch of books and talked a lot of theory, but didn't really live that life. Marcus was not that way. Let your actions speak for you. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. So what we're gonna do is, I'll be right back. Just so I can make sure that the screen is good to go. Obviously, the transitions I have not fixed entirely. But here we are. So we're going to go over a few points that I wanted you to get. So, I mean, you can write down the quotes. That's great. We'll keep this up here, actually, which is fine. But I want to give you some main points as well. You guys ready for that? To help build your inner citadel? I forgot how many we have. If you don't have Meditations from Marcus Aurelius, you need to grab a copy. It's $10 on Amazon. It used to be 8. I don't know what happened. Inflation hit the US, I guess. I don't know. It's that bad. But $8 books going to $10, fam. It's over. It's over, dude. We're done. All right. So here's some main points. Number 1. Number 1 is to focus on what you can control. It's a fundamental idea in Stoic philosophy. It's a fundamental idea that translates into whatever field you're doing. Doesn't matter. So that's like the basis. Focus on what you can control. 2, you have power over your mind, right? Not outside events. Realize this and you'll find strength. So you have power over your mind. Number 3, be like the rock. Remember that visual? Shutter Island, I guess, if we all know that movie. There's rocks and the waves crash into it, but doesn't do anything. Then the waves just fall still. That's what you want to be like. Be like the rock. Not Dwayne Johnson, but like an actual physical rock. All right. Number 4, don't be like your enemy. Now this one's hard because a lot of us want that eye for an eye, fight fire with fire kind of thing. Oh, this person raised their voice, so I'm going to raise my voice. Right? You know, a lot of the times we try to meet people where they're at. You don't want to do that. The best revenge is to not be like your enemy. The best revenge is to not be like the person that assaulted you verbally, physically, whatever. Because it's not going to make you any better. If someone cusses at you and you're offended and then you cuss back at them, you just did the same thing that offended you. Now we get nowhere. And you're not a better person for doing that. And trust me, I'm talking to myself here too. Okay? I'm not just telling you how to be good, all right? This is me telling myself as well, all right? I'm not the perfect person, okay? Number 5, don't say or do anything despicable. Don't do or say anything despicable, which is basically 4 and 5 put together. Number 6, we didn't go over this because I didn't put it in there. I'm sorry, but number 6 is tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Marcus does tell himself that in Meditations. I don't know where it's at, but it's in there. It's definitely in there. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Number 7, actions, not words. Stop talking about what a good person should be. Just be one. Lead by example. Actions, not words. Number 8, focus on yourself, not others. There was a portion earlier in Meditations where he says, let me see if I can find it for you real quick. It's kind of long. I don't remember it. On page 28 at the bottom, don't waste the rest of your time here worrying about other people unless it affects the common good. It will keep you from doing anything useful. You'll be too preoccupied with what so-and-so is doing and why and what they're saying and what they're thinking and what they're up to and all the other things that throw you off and keep you from focusing on your own mind. So that's what I mean by that. Focus on yourself, not others. Number 9, do the right thing. Actually, that's fine. Do the right things, no matter how you feel. Do the right things, no matter how you feel. Here's another quote as well that is kind of in alignment with that. It's just, he says, Marcus repeats himself a lot, just in different ways. Here's a way that I really like, because this is another visual. For those of you that like to maybe picture something or draw something on your notes, check this out on page 87, point 15. No matter what anyone says or does, my task is to be good. Like gold or emerald or purple repeating to itself. Quote, no matter what anyone says or does, my task is to be emerald, my color undiminished. End quote. So he's just reminding himself to be good. That it doesn't matter what everyone else says. Oh, I don't want to have 9 because that's kind of an odd number. I want to add one more in here. You know what? We'll do this. On page 103.9, it's a short one. Don't be overheard complaining about life at court, not even to yourself. Don't be overheard complaining about life at court, not even to yourself. So number 10, we'll end it with that. So we get a good even number in here. Number 10 is don't complain. Don't complain. And I know it's hard. It's supposed to be. Okay? It's supposed to be. So again, this idea of building your inner citadel, your inner city, right? Protection against the outside world, protection against false judgments or false value judgments. Oh, it's raining outside. It's such a bad day, you know? Or, man, a business deal was supposed to be very lucrative. Oh, it fell through. What a bad thing. It's like, no, at least now I get to stop wasting my time on something that didn't work. And I can move on to something else. Again, nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Felix, what do you mean by what are the right things for you? I don't understand. What are you asking me? No one likes a complainer. I agree. Even though I do it sometimes, no one likes a complainer. Marine Corps sucked all that weak energy out of me. I'm sure you can relate with the Navy. Dude, you don't even want to know, man. You don't want to know some of the things that I did. Bro, I got so fed up, I walked around the ship screaming, fuck the Navy. Literally. I was like, fuck the Navy. Like, it was so, bro, people would leave their office and be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I used to complain like a lot, bro. Yeah, your boy was it was not very well liked in 2014, 2015. Like 10 years ago. Nah, because I used to call people out, bro. Why do you think I get so pissed off when people say one thing and do another? Because people have been doing that for so long, bro, and I'm tired of it. You know? Ex-girlfriends would do that shit. People in the Navy would do that shit. Bosses and managers would do that shit. I'm trying to do business with people now that are doing that shit. I'm tired of it, dude. And I know it sounds like I'm complaining, and I just told you not to complain. I'm just stating a fact here. I'm exhausted, bro. I try to focus on doing the right thing, right? Being a servant leader, doing the best that I can. And then when people say one thing and do another, it's bothersome, dude. Right? It's bothersome. I got told basically that I can't have the SMS brand anymore. So everything we built here, you know what I mean, would not be here. Like literally 6 months ago, right? I was trying to do business with one organization and we were in negotiation and they were like, you know, what is it that you want? I said, I want to keep my YouTube because I'm not fucking leaving. Just like Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking leaving. Literally, I'm like, I'm not leaving. And everyone was like, okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. You got your YouTube, you got your community. No problem. It's cool. Don't worry about it. You know, then a couple months later, all right, well, we didn't go that route. We're going a different route. Okay, not a problem. What do you want the schedule to be like? Well, you know, I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So how about Sunday and Thursday? Okay, cool, not a problem. Until it did become a problem. So it's like, damn, man. Everything was cool in the beginning, and then now it's not. Right? Or maybe you met, I don't know if you guys have like horrible dating problems like I do, but you know, I read this online one time and I've stuck with it for so long. You know, in the beginning, it's, oh, you're so funny. And then 6 months later, it's, oh, everything's a joke to you. It's like, well, my humor was fine 6 months ago, but now my humor's not fine anymore. Well, what the fuck happened between now and 6 months ago? Or were you just never really solid from the jump? You were never really about this relationship from the get-go. You were never really about this business proposition from the fucking jump. It's just like, dude, just be honest from the fucking get-go. We wouldn't have to waste time and energy and money, dude. It's as simple as that. Life is already hard enough and you fuckers want to make it worse. You want to make it harder. Why? Build your inner citadel, man. It will help protect you against people like that. No, it wasn't the delivery, Alex. It was never the delivery. But when you deal with other people, which you will because this is life, and in life we deal with everybody. Family, friends, coworkers, whatever. People on the road. Stuff like that. Building your inner citadel. Focus on what you can control. You have power over your mind. Be like the Rock. Don't be like your enemy. Don't do or say anything despicable. Tolerant with others and strict with yourself. This number 6 is hard. It's hard, dude. Because like I said the other day on my Instagram story, just because you want to better yourself just because you want to be a better person, a better mom, a better dad, a better friend, a better coworker, a better leader, a better trader, business owner, anything, bro. You try to be better, but that doesn't mean everybody else is going to want to as well. You might try to be working on your cussing. That doesn't mean other people want to. You might be trying to quit smoking cigarettes, for example, but your friends that smoke cigarettes, they don't care. They're going to do what they want to do, and it's hard, right? So you got to be strict with yourself, but you got to be tolerant with others. All right. Number 7, actions, not words. That means be about it. Don't talk about it. Right? So many people have talked their ass off to me. How many kids are we going to have? When are we going to get married? Well, that never happened. Oh, we're going to make all this money doing this and doing that. Well, that never happened. It's like, I get daydreaming and I get planning and stuff like that, but that's like a little bit of it. 80% of it should be action, not 80% talking and 20% action or even less. Dude, screw the words. Screw talking about it. Let's be about it. Words are fucking meaningless, dude. Anybody can talk. Anybody can say anything. It's like words are just nothing, dude. It's all about the action. Leaving my previous endeavor, getting on YouTube, giving you guys potential trade ideas in advance, right? Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be about it, not just talking about it. Oh, I should start my YouTube. Man, fuck that. I just went and did it. Come on. So many people just talk and talk and talk. Dude, I'm 30 years old. I'm fucking tired of talking. Planning is what I really mean. I'll talk to you all day. But what I mean by talking is like, oh, this is what we're going to do. This is what could happen. It's a waste, bro. It's such a waste. Naruto said the way of the superior man is a great resource in regard to dating issues, brother. Yeah, I give you guys way too much insight, to be honest, but I don't care. I'm old. I don't care. Lots of good information for life in general. But no, I have heard good things about that book. And it's only like $8. I might pick it up, but I have so many books, dude. I won't get to it for like 2 years. So people who get excited for 2 days and then disappear. Yeah, met a lot of that. I'd rather have you come into my life for 2 or 3 days, not 2 or 3 years. I don't know what to say to that, Willow, but congratulations. That's good. That's good. Let me finish this. Number 8, focus on yourself, not others. Because the more you focus on others, the less you focus on yourself, the less you're going to be able to do for yourself. Number 9, do the right things no matter how you feel, right? Whether they hate you or they love you, whether you're tired or well rested, whether it's cold or warm, whether there's traffic or not, doesn't matter. Whether you had your morning coffee or not, boom. Just do the right thing. And number 10, don't complain. This will, I believe, help you engage the world better. You know, I would also add pause before you react. That's a good one. Pause before you react. Because reactions are often irrational because they're made out of anger. And usually when you wait, even if it's a few minutes, you will usually make a better decision. So I would add that too. Maybe as number 11. Pause before you react. That means we need a number 12 now. We can't go off an odd number, dude. Or we'll say respond, don't react. We'll say that. Respond. don't react. Oh man, we got to do another one now. We got to fight one more. Yeah, Alex, I agree. The be tolerant with others and strict with yourself, that is on page 64, near the top, if you guys have it. The quote, just that you do the right thing, the rest doesn't matter, that is on page, that's the page right before page 70. All right, you know what? We'll end it with this. This will be number 12. On page 86, number 8, he says, forget the future. When and if it comes, you'll have the same resources to draw on, the same logos. So number 8, or excuse me, number 12, which is number 8 on that page. Number 12. Number 12 is don't worry about the future. We'll deal with that when we get there. Seneca said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. So don't be bothered by things that have not happened yet. So I think this is a pretty, well, honestly, we could keep going, but I don't want to give you too much. I think what you should do is have this list on a sheet of paper, maybe your phone, I guess. I wouldn't recommend that for myself, but I would put this on a sticky note or a note card of some sort. I don't know if 12 would fit on there. Probably not, but you know, like a note card or something. And I would read this every day. Every day. Matter of fact, you could keep it in the bathroom. So when you inevitably visit the bathroom, you could read it every morning or every afternoon or whatever. Focus on what you can't control. You have power over your mind. Be like the Rock. Don't be like your enemy. Don't say or do anything despicable. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Don't talk about it, be about it. Actions, not words. Focus on yourself, not others. Do the right thing no matter how you feel. Don't complain. Respond, don't react. And then don't worry about the future. I think if you do these things, this will help you be a better person, not react irrationally to, you know, situations, and really keep yourself under control. So hopefully this helps you guys. That's pretty much going to be it. And we pretty much went right at an hour too, so that's not bad. But yeah, hopefully you guys got some value. If you did, drop a like on the video. I would greatly appreciate that. Doesn't cost you anything. Just the time that you're here to hopefully pay attention and take notes. So if you guys have any last minute questions, now's the time. But that is going to be it. And I'll probably edit that recording and then put that on YouTube sometime this week. Now I can upload the video that Jeff and I did. I interviewed him. He got funded from Top Step. So that'll be out in a couple days as well for you guys. What's the context of the Nasdaq trade in higher time frame? Oh, I have no idea. What I have here on the screen was, I was trying to long this morning from down in here, and I just really couldn't get an entry, so I let it go. And I'm kind of like pissed off at myself because we ended up trading aggressively higher, and so I missed out on like this entire move. So, you know, but if you want one thing to look at, we are going to have a market review later today. If you want one thing to look at though, is go look at how we made these lows down here across the indices. What's good, Mia? We just finished. We just finished going over a bunch of things from Marcus Aurelius. Super grateful for you, man. Glad to see you streaming, and thank you for choosing us over the alternative demands of other ventures. Yeah, dude. People over profit, man. I've been screaming that at the top of my lungs for the longest time, and people just don't get that. It just doesn't compute with people in their fucking brains. People over profit. It's a simple idea, dude. It's 3 words. People, profit. Profit, people. People over profit. It's simple. If you're not going to do that, if your values are different, it's fine. It just means we're not doing business. That's what that means. I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm not rebranding SMS. I'm not giving up SMS. This is ours. This is ours, bro. You could offer whatever check you want. You can offer any amount of money you want. I'm not going against my word, bro. Not doing it. I told you we're going to be here on YouTube. I told you we're going to stay here. That's where it's at. Minus the internet clapping out, but I got the internet right back on as soon as I could. I just upgraded my internet, actually. I got fiber optics now. I only had 1 gig speed. Now I got actual fiber optics. My fucking upload and download was 900 gigabit or gigabytes per second. So I have no problem streaming now. You guys should be able to hear and see everything pretty crispy. Was it a crispy stream today? Did you guys have any buffering issues today? Yes or no? And thank you, Shay. Appreciate that. Thank you, Nicole. Sometimes the simple thing is what a lot of people struggle with. It's not that they struggle with that. It's they struggle with their inner virtues, with their inner citadel. You got to build up, man. SMS worldwide, yeah. Super crispy, like bacon. Thank you, Omar. Appreciate that. Bye, dude. What makes you love people when they disappoint? Hermida. Well, that's a good question. And that's what happened to me the other day. I wasn't mad. I wasn't sad. I was disappointed. And the reason is because I know that people can be better than they are. Like if I make a stupid trade and I know it's stupid, but I take it anyway, and then I take a loss on that, it's like, okay, man, you're better than that. You knew you shouldn't have entered, but you entered anyway, and you lost money. You deserve that. Because you can be better. You just chose not to be. So you just have to understand, man, people aren't perfect. But I would say at least try to give them a choice, man. At least try to give them a choice. Like in the beginning. There was a individual I was trying to do business with. There's a different, same group, but just different person. And this person had asked me, what is it that you think, like what's important to you? Right? What's important to you as far as what I wanted from the team? So my answer was communication. My answer was communication. You make sure you communicate to me. I'll make sure I communicate back to you. We have that good conversation or communication, texting, calling, whatever, as long as we're all on the same page, great. So what I'm doing is I'm giving you a chance because I've notified you that this is what I care about. So when you go against that and then be bad at communication, or you overall just don't communicate, you are now purposely going out of your way to do that. Because you already know that I made it a point. So it's disappointing when you tell somebody communication is important to me and then they ignore you. Or forget to tell you things, or you know what I mean? So you got to do your best to be tolerant with others, but it's not the most easiest thing in the world, because it's like you realize people don't care. They don't prioritize you. Otherwise, they would have done that. It's simple. You know what I mean? I have like a 20% chance of actually meeting people when they want to meet. I shit you not. It's like 20-30%. Hey, let's meet for coffee next Wednesday. Okay, cool. It's a week in advance. Not a problem. You cleared your schedule. Yeah, I'm pretty free anyway because I'm at home all fucking day. Right? And then, oh, something comes up. I got a client. I got this. I got that. It's like, well, wait a minute. We had that scheduled, but now you bumped that for something else. That means you didn't prioritize what we had going on. It's disappointing. You should have never confirmed it in the first place if you planned on fucking moving it. That's what's disappointing. When people purposely, you know, welcome back, Herman. Or Harmon, welcome back. A lot of you came back today or yesterday. So you just got to do your best, man. But after the second or third time, you just got to realize that if people don't change, they're not going to. You know? Like this one girl, like she's a friend, okay? It's not, you know, it's not like that. She's an actual friend. But dude, we went to dinner one time, and then we have scheduled dinner or coffee like 5 times already. And not a single time has she been able to follow through. So you think I'm going to keep asking? Or she had hit me up saying, hey, you know, are you free XYZ day or whatever? It's like, sure. And then something comes up. It's like, I'm done trying to schedule shit with you, dude. One time is fine. Maybe something came up. I got in a car accident a couple weeks ago. I wasn't able to do certain things because my car got clapped. Right? That's fine. But you can't make excuses every single month or every other week. Come on. At this point, you just don't prioritize it. Or you don't prioritize me. It's fine. It's just fuck. Can we not waste so much time and energy, though? That'd be cool. But hopefully that answers your question, Hermita. You either cut them off and say, sorry, I'm not fucking with you no more. Because you're a waste of time and you're a waste of energy. Why am I prioritizing you, but you're not prioritizing me? That's not a good relationship, my friend. Or friendship, you know, whatever. That's just not good. So it's better to just, you know, risk reward is no longer there. So you just got to cut that losing trade, man. You got to cut those losers fast. You got to let the winners run, but you got to cut the losers, man. So you just unfollow them on Instagram or block them on Instagram. You block their number and you just wish them luck and never talk to them again. It's as simple as that, dude. But as long as you give them that chance, right? Because if you never tell somebody, that's the biggest thing. Let me come back for a second. That's the biggest thing. If I tell you, hey, you suck at communication, I don't want to be your friend anymore. And they go, oh, well, you never told me that you were big on communication. Well, then it's kind of like you didn't give them that chance, right? But when you make it known, they have to now purposely go against what you value, right? So this will be the last example, and then we'll hop off here. And I didn't go to them. Everybody came to me, bro. I don't look for collabs. Collabs look for me. I'm not saying that to be egotistical. I'm just saying, like, you want me to show up to a Zoom, you want me to do a training or whatever, you come to me. I don't come to you. I had people come to me, say, hey, John, we think you'd be a good fit for us. We think you could do well with us, blah, 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 blah. You know? Okay, great. Well, by the way, I don't want to give them my YouTube. I gave them my word that I wouldn't do it. And then you're going to ask me to basically give that up. You know, that this brand can't be, you know, part of other brands and stuff. Like you've never seen a Hershey's with Reese's in it before. Like, what do you mean? We see brands collab all the time, right? But anyway, the point is, I'm telling you that I value keeping my word. If I say something, I'm going to do my best to follow up, period. So to ask me to go against that, that's damn near offensive, dude. Literally, that's damn near fucking offensive. So it's unfortunate, but this is the life we live, man. We deal with difficult people. We come across people that tell you one thing but do another, that'll stab you in the fucking back, try to take you for what you're worth, and all that shit, man. Why do you think I tell you guys to read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius? Why do you think I tell you to read 48 Laws of Power? The Sociopath Next Door. I don't think I've told you guys about that one. I haven't really fully read it yet, but you know, dark psychology, manipulation. So that way you understand that when people try to get stuff, you know, they try to like screw you over, you can recognize those signs, bro. And you're going to start seeing shit. When you learn how to, this is with anything, bro. You become a chef, or you at least go to school, learn how to cook, or you at least go on YouTube and learn how to be a better cook. That's going to open up doors for you, but it's also going to bite you in the ass, because when you go to a friend's house and they can't cook for shit, and then, you know, you eat their food and you're like, damn, this sucks, because you now know what good food should be like. So when you come across ethics and morals, a way of living, and you become a much better person, right? And then you, like, if you tell the truth, you're going to see that a lot of people lie. When you stop complaining, you're going to realize that a lot of other people who complain a lot go, you're going to be like, oh my God, you complain a lot. I have that one too, Alex. I might make the, I might add a lobster emoji. Matter of fact, I have tickets to see Jordan Peterson next month on the 17th. He'll be in Corpus Christi, Texas. So I'm going to go listen to him speak. So that'll be cool. But it's a long book. 12 Rules for Life. And I have the other one too, the Beyond Order, or Beyond. Yeah, I think that one. But anyway, I think that's going to be it, man. I don't want to come off like I'm complaining or I'm bitching or anything like that. It's just, this is what I've been dealing with in real time, dude. I show you guys live price, and I'm going to teach you hopefully about life in real time as well. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. There was a quote from Cat Williams that he was like, if you're mad I was talking shit about you, you should have treated me better, right? Something along those lines. It's the same idea. If you don't want to be exposed, don't do things, you know, that will get you exposed, right? Fuck. So that's going to be it, man. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed. The internet's back up and running, man. So we'll be here. We'll be here same time, same place tomorrow on Wednesday, the 20th. I'll put out our market review later tonight. Y'all be good, and I'll see you then.